So what's up, guys? We're back with the 5th podcast. We're actually not on schedule as per usual. You're probably used to that by now. But yeah, it's our 5th podcast. I don't know what else to say because I haven't done an intro in a while. And the last video I did an intro on was actually decent, but Oscar won't edit it because he's a retard. So I'll just give it straight to Oscar.
Perhaps fucking retarded.
Yeah,
that
so,
too.
First thing you'll notice is that Robin is not here because we were meant to
bellend.
record on a different day. Unfortunately, it turns out people just couldn't get together on that specific day. So instead, we're recording it tonight. And Robin couldn't make it, unfortunately. He put a message in about half an hour ago saying that he couldn't make it. So we are, unfortunately, going to have the 3 of us today. We are planning on having Robin more often, but as of now, it's just us 3. So let's kick into the straight bit. That sentence was the worst I've ever spoken. Let's kick into the first thing that we're going to talk about in this podcast, which of course is what we've been playing this past week. So, Juan, Cameron's
Oh my god, I'm not first!
You can kick it off today.
Okay, cool. I'm going to start off by saying what I've been playing this last week. I've actually been awaiting the arrival of Metal Gear Solid 5 because I ordered that game, and Amazon have been really weird about it. They have been fucking retarded because I ordered it off Amazon like 2 weeks ago, and they said expected delivery October 17th, and today, which is at the time of the recording 1st of October, I've actually got it. So that's still in its plastic wrapping, but in waiting for that, I decided that I'd go on a session of trying to complete Half-Life 2, and I did that today. I actually completed Half-Life 2 today, and the main reason I wanted to play the game, I actually bought it a while back, but the main reason I wanted to play it was to see what all the hype surrounding that game was about, why people say it's such a good game, why some people claim that it's the best game ever made. I mean, that's a very select few people who say that, but there are still people who say that. So I just wanted to give it a go, see what it was like, and yeah, I've completed that, and I can see why so many people want Half-Life 3 now, because the ending of the game was like pretty much saying, oh yeah, we're going to make a sequel, and they haven't made a sequel yet, so that's something. So I've completed that game, and my verdict on whether or not that actually is this messiah of a game is that it is pretty damn good. I think that there's so many good things about it, so I won't ramble on too long about it, but I'd say it's worth all the praise it gets, considering that it did come out in like the end of 2004, which is ridiculous to think about that it came out that long ago, because it was aged really incredibly well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing. I haven't been playing anything else really, so yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Oscar, you go ahead.
Yeah, about to say I was going to go this time. So yeah, mine's probably quite an embarrassing one, unfortunately.
Oh, no,
yeah,
please
go
don't
on.
Say
exactly what you've been playing this week. I saw you last night,
You know what's
Oscar.
coming. You know
I
what's
saw
coming.
you last night.
And I am going to be very embarrassed saying that I've paid about 40-50 quid for this game.
Oh no, it's not a game, it's a DLC.
Go on.
No, not Cake and King, FIFA 16.
Oh good.
No, I saw you playing Taken King last night.
So you were
little
on
shit.
Taken King?
Oh, well, no. Yesterday.
Yes,
okay.
you were.
Yesterday I went on for about an hour or so, just so I could play some of the quests that I'd wanted to finish, because I heard all this stuff on like Twitter and stuff about like some black spindle or some shit. I don't even know.
It's the best exotic
red-handed
weapon in the game, but I'll just shut up.
It's some exotic that you can get from doing the daily heroic or some shit. I don't even know. But anyway, I wanted to see all this stuff because they kept saying, and there was like some thing about gunsmith rank 5 and you could get a weapon for that. I don't fucking know what's going on.
Rank 3, but okay.
So anyway, I know what's going on. But anyway, I went on that for like about an hour or so. I played a bit of the Crucible, did some bounce and stuff. I just genuinely went on that game for about an hour because I was a bit bored of playing everything else. But no, I have unfortunately been playing, I say unfortunately, but you know, I did buy the game. FIFA 16, which of course is a game which came out I think last Thursday in the UK, although I got it early, I got it on Tuesday. But yeah, it's pretty embarrassing saying I play that game because obviously it's a game that is renowned for being more of a casuals game and relatively shit. In fact, it's actually got a lower review score from IGN than PES did this year.
No, didn't. They both got 9s, didn't they?
No. FIFA got 7.8.
LOL. Why would you play? The Taken King
PES
got a
got 9.
higher score from IGN than FIFA 16. My life is complete.
Well, to be fair, I would happily
IGN
say that I would say
God.
the Taken King is probably better than FIFA. I will say that hands down.
On Metacritic, I think it's like 86 PES and 85 FIFA, so like they're very like for like in terms of review scores.
Okay. Well, either way, the obviously the thing is, I have a lot of friends at school and just in general who play.
You
FIFA.
have friends?
And I'm just going to ignore that comment. But obviously, it's a game which you can play a lot with your friends. It's a game that is, it's something a bit like Rocket League where you can play it from time to time just as a bit of fun, although FIFA can end up making you rage quite a lot. But, it's just something that I've always liked playing. I guess it's just a football game, soccer if you're American. I personally hate the term soccer, but,
You hate a lot of things, Oscar. I haven't bought FIFA 16 yet, although the fact that I've said yet does imply that I intend to buy it at some point.
Of both of you.
No, but
you probably won't
let me
buy it,
explain. Let me
I'm
explain
sure you will.
myself.
Is it because you want to play pro clubs with Cameron?
Not only with Cameron, with my friends.
You just
other
want to play
friends
with
who
Cameron, you dirty
play
bastard.
with pro clubs, for fuck's sake. But that's the thing. Like, if they sold pro clubs as a separate DLC, then I would actually just like a standalone DLC. I'd just buy that and just like not buy FIFA at all. But unfortunately, it is the only football game that has anything of that sort. PES doesn't have anything of that sort, and I regret that I probably will have to buy the full game just to play that, which is really annoying. But I think FIFA's not as bad as some people claim it is. I mean, I do like to hate on FIFA quite a bit. Like, I am guilty of that, but I think to an extent it's a perfectly acceptable game to play. I think if you're someone who buys FIFA every year and plays it like 24/7 and doesn't play any other games, then there's something wrong there, because it's not. I just don't see how that's possible. I think most of it surrounds Ultimate Team, of course, but if pro clubs weren't there, I just wouldn't buy the game, because I just can't stand the bullshit that happens in it sometimes. But that won't change. That won't ever change because it's EA. And
well, it is that their main focus is making as much money as possible, and they know which bit of the game makes that much money, and that is Ultimate Team. So, again, enough about FIFA, because I'm sure they've probably dropped to about 0 viewer percentage at this point. But Callum, go ahead and say what you've been playing, which we inevitably you know what it is anyway. But go on.
Inevitably, you're probably not wrong. I've played hardly anything this week. I've been extremely busy.
Wait, no, the
at work.
Taken King?
I have played it a bit.
I
haven't played it a lot, but I've just been really busy at work. I've had loads of stuff to do outside of work. I don't have as much spare time as I used to, so I haven't been able to play it. Like, just today, I just played through the demo for like Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, and literally I just turned off the PlayStation after that. I didn't do anything after that. I'm now basically everyone's personal taxi, which is fun. So yeah, I don't have as much time to game anymore, which kind of sucks.
You might want to say that. You've passed your driving test, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
I passed it like
show
a
your
month
appreciation.
ago.
Well played. Callum. Passed his driving test at 19. Just kind of quickly
Oh,
say.
swivel.
You can start driving in the UK at 17.
Hey, I drove home from school the other day. It was
Oh,
sick.
big
and
deal.
I didn't crash.
Big deal.
And I didn't crash, and I didn't die.
I'm proud of you.
Like,
I'm
seriously,
proud
no,
of
it
you.
was brilliant. One of my friends crashed on like his second lesson. He full on T-bones this like lady. It was brilliant. So it is.
T-boning this lady. Wow, that's such a line. I know what a T-bone in the car
Did the
is.
instructor not press the brakes?
No, that's the thing. He was on a driving lesson. He was with his instructors, but his instructor didn't have time to brake either. Apparently, it was the lady's fault for pulling out, but it's still bloody hilarious because he just takes it to heart all the time. Like he thinks it's some sort of thing that's shows how bad a driver he is. But I imagine he's not even that bad. But it was just funny.
I think that's hilarious.
It's not as easy as it looks. I'll give you that. But
no, it's definitely
I
not.
successfully drove home from school the other day, which
I successfully drove home from work today. So
nice.
And we are completely off topic as
The
usual.
wonders of driving.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
it's alright, Quan. We all know my car's better than yours anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, let's just not go into that. Let's just continue.
I believe the news is the next segment as we
The news. I have the news.
10 minutes
What
going on
news?
I have
There's
news.
no news.
I need to look like a news presenter. I need to get some paper and go I don't know what that's called.
Just never say that again.
Just
Anyway.
kill yourself.
The news. I am the news bearer. Right, of course, obviously, the main bit in news that actually Oscar decided to take the initiative and make a whole separate video on Greatness Debates about is the fact that Nathan Drake Collection.
Just for the record, I haven't watched that.
And neither have I. I watched the first minute and then gave up. And then it's like Oscar was like,
I'm
you heard
busy
my
all
idea
the
about
time.
the series we did gonna do. I was like, nope. Anyway, so the Nathan Drake Collection came out, and the review scores for it have been coming out. And for the most part, they've been what you would expect from the three. Well, arguably the three, I guess, best games, or among the best games of last generation. I think it's been a mixture of 8s and 9s across the board. Anything? Do you guys have anything to add about that? I mean, both of you have pre-ordered it, I think, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't see why they'd be any different to the last generation. In all honesty, the mere difference is basically just an upgraded graphics. That's pretty much what I can see.
The frame rate.
And slight changes in... Yeah.
The frame rate is what immediately stood out to me. Because I got the chance to play at EGX gladly. And I think the demo EGX, I think it was actually different to the one that's on the PS Store.
Yeah, it is.
That one was the one where you're running away from the car chasing you, the tank
car,
thing.
Isn't it?
It's whatever it is, chasing you in Uncharted 2.
It's the Nepal one, isn't it? It's the one where you're climbing the stuff and you're with Chloe.
The ending scene is the one. It's one of my favourite lines in Uncharted when he goes, "Oh, is that a dagger in your pocket, or are you just excited to see me?" And it's actually a dagger in his pocket. But that was the one I played at EGX, and the first thing that stood out to me immediately was just the frame rate. It's just buttery smooth.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I think that makes a pretty big difference. Although I'm still not gonna. Well, I don't intend to get the game. Sort of like
but M9.
Do you not want that beta?
The beta.
No, sort of
the
like
beta.
No, I don't care about the beta. Sort of
Madness.
Like sort of like I didn't intend to buy Metal Gear Solid 5, so I'm not ruling out like 100%. Although again, I don't intend to buy it because I don't think it's worth my money. I know it will be probably worth your monies because of course you're going to probably play at least one of the campaigns, if not all of them.
And play the shit out of that beta when it comes out.
And then of course
agreed.
Although
Oscar, hang on, you haven't even played Uncharted 1.
Not fully, no. That is very true.
What is wrong with you?
It's pretty cool because when the collection got announced, I was originally going to play through the first game. In fact, I got through about like the first 10 chapters or something on the PS3. But then it just kind of turned into me thinking they'll probably release a collection on PS4. I'll just wait for it to be 60 frames and whatever. Inevitably, they obviously did release a collection, or announced one anyway. And so, yeah, I just feel like I'm going to probably get the better experience of playing Uncharted 1 on the PS4, and obviously I've already played Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3 I have played like at least 4 or 5 times. So, because I personally, and I will say this, I personally enjoyed Uncharted 3 far more than Uncharted 2.
But you're retarded and you played them in the wrong order.
I played them in the wrong order because I just never really played like I'd say hardcore games. Not like Uncharted's hardcore, but like more of a gamer's game than say FIFA or whatever it is. Until 2011, 2012ish. So
but
yeah,
I think part of that may have been to do with you playing Uncharted 3 first. Like with me, I was really I played Uncharted 3 first, and I was surprised by how good it was. And then I think when people say the one before that was so much better, as in some, and not everybody said, oh, it's so much better than Uncharted 3, but like a lot of people, like it's generally well known that the second one is considered to be the best one out of the series, the one that's better than the third one. So if you're going into a game expecting that, obviously I don't think you will enjoy it as much as, well, if you were surprised by it, for example. Me personally, I played 3, then played 1 and 2, and I enjoyed 2 the most, although I only played through it once. But yeah, there's that.
How could you... I don't understand what possessed you to play them 3-2-1 or 3-1-2 or whatever.
3-1-2 is understandable, I think, because I played 3, got interested in the series, and then decided to play it through from the beginning. 3-2-1's just retarded. That was me. That was me. 100% retarded.
I did go 3-2-1, unfortunately, but that's just because
everybody knows you never go full retard.
It was because it was mainly because I'd heard that Uncharted 2 was better, so I knew at that point I was thinking, well, even though I'm going backwards. It's still the games on their own are very, very individual. There's not many links between each game, is there? Let's be honest. I mean, each game is its individual story.
You could play one of the games and not have to play the previous games.
That's exactly what I played Uncharted 3, and I understood everything about the story. Yeah. So it was, to me, I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll play the rest of these games. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in order. Whereas I think Uncharted 4 will be, I would say, quite reliable on knowing about the other past 3 games, which might explain in a weird way why they're releasing the collection in the first place. Obviously, it's made to make money, obviously, but I think there will be an element of, if you have played the other 3 games, you will understand Uncharted 4 far more than you will if you haven't played any of the games.
So you said that you'd probably get a better experience out of playing Uncharted 1 Drake's Fortune on the collection, yeah? You said you'd get a better experience out of it.
Well, overall, yeah, because it's a better version of the game in terms of frame rate and everything else.
Yeah, but you wouldn't experience the magic of it when it first came out, and it was beautiful.
The magic of the grenades look like pile of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm not going there.
Let's move on then.
explosions
Let's
on
move
Uncharted 1 were just terrible.
Mate,
So
they
I'm
were
not even-
amazingly
They were
bad,
horrible.
but it was so funny.
You have to consider it came out in 2007, so obviously it wasn't going
Exactly.
to be like the comparable to Uncharted 3 or 4. Anyway, we've talked for enough
Moving
about
on.
that. I mean, we all sort of express our own personal opinions on that. I think plenty of times in other videos. The next bit of news that we're going to move on to is one that I presume we won't talk about a lot, although it's something that's recently come out, so we thought we may as well talk about it. It is, of course, the PlayStation Plus lineup that has once again come out.
Got announced a couple of days ago, I think?
Yeah, no, I think it was announced
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as per usual, there's been like a massive anarchy. Like everybody's been like, "Oh, what's this? Indie games again? Indie games? What is this? Give us the real games." It's just like, anyway. So, any thoughts on that? I mean, I know Oscar didn't hear of what Super Meat Boy even was before then, which still blows my mind.
One thing I'm just going to quickly check. I'm going to see if I can find. Here we go. PlayStation Plus games free lineup October. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy shit! No. I just went on the PlayStation official YouTube channel, and you go on the amount of views, 85,000.
Yeah.
The dislikes.
It's like 5k to
Oh
1k,
my
isn't it?
god! Yes.
Yeah, 5k dislikes, 1k likes.
Insane how fucking bad that is.
Well, no, because people desperately want these AAA games, but
Yeah.
I saw it, and I was like, oh yeah, Super Meat Boy, that's meant to be a good game. It's like
Currently,
it's
at the
like
time of this
I've heard-
recording,
I have heard
there
of
is
it before it was announced for it.
1,921 likes for the video and 6,294 dislikes to the ratio. That is insane how bad that is.
Yeah.
That just shows the kind of view on indie games in terms of the PlayStation Plus lineup. So
yeah, I
That's
mean,
insane.
but again, I just think it's very narrow-minded because Super Meat Boy was meant to be like a really good game, so I'm looking forward to being able to play that in the midst of also playing Metal Gear Solid 5. But it's obvious what people want, isn't it? It's really obvious what they want.
I want Knack. I still want Knack. I still want it
But
to
that's
play
the
it.
thing, though. You want a
I'm keeping my
AAA game
comments
that's
to
worse
myself.
than an indie
Screw
game.
that game.
No. Yeah, but the thing was, I when I first saw Knack on like a PS4 demo, it was probably when the PS4 was revealed actually. It looked like kind of like that next gen Crash Bandicoot, so I did kind of think of wanting to play it. It just never really appealed to me when games like Killzone Shadowfall were coming out, and also Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4, all these games that were coming out at the launch of the PS4 just seemed to grasp me more than Knack did.
Okay, Assassin's Creed 4 grasped you more than Knack.
Yes, Assassin's
Okay,
Creed 4 is
okay.
a very, very good game. You should play it
Okay,
if you
Oscar.
are.
But
okay.
Callum, you're just a knob who doesn't like Assassin's Creed, so...
I'm not a knob who doesn't like
There was
Assassin's
actually
Creed.
a
I'm a
comment on the
knob
last
who
video
drinks
about
cider
that.
all day. I realise that
That's
Assassin's
also
Creed
true.
is just a cash cow.
I remember
bitch.
there was a comment from the last video, like commenting on Callum's attitude towards Assassin's Creed compared
I
to the
don't
fact that he
care.
plays the Taken King obsessively. But no,
I'm
true.
sorry. I'm sorry,
what?
but I think they milked Assassin's Creed just a little bit more.
And they haven't
than
melted the
Destiny.
Destiny DLCs. Anyway, let's just move on.
Hey, I said a little bit more than Destiny,
They've
mate.
milked
So
both.
I'm not saying that
I
Bungie
just,
haven't
but
milked it at all.
but I'd still say like, why would you want a game like Knack that's not particularly good? AAA game like Knack, a AAA game that's not particularly good compared to an indie game that's good.
Because
That's-
Oscar thinks it's Crash Bandicoot 4.
But
Well, it
I can
isn't. We
tell
know
you
that.
though, but I can tell you for a fact though it isn't because I've played it and it's average. I prefer to play Super Meat Boy over Knack. Anyway,
It's just something that you can like. It's a AAA game, which people always have that mentality of it will be better.
It
But-
doesn't mean that people are going to be happier because they have that particular
No,
AAA
but it's
game.
inevitable that game
You know?
will become PS Plus free at some point. At least it
Yeah, of
should
course it
be.
will.
I would be very surprised if it doesn't. I mean, in all honesty, I think it's about time that Sony start. I mean, let's be honest. Firstly, increase the prices of the PS Plus in the UK. Not obviously the 40 quid one, the yearly
oh my god,
one, but
keep bringing that
the
up.
rest.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they've increased that, and I'm not seeing anything really for it that they've increased the price for. Why is it increased? They've not given us anything new apart from more space on online storage.
It's
but no one
not
needs
a
10
matter
gigs.
of increasing the price
People
to give
might
us
need
anything
10
new.
gig.
They're increasing the price on the models that are on shorter term to try and make people invest money into having it for the longer term, so that they get more money in the short run. But
Yes,
that's
but
the reason
they still have
behind
to
it.
have but they have to have a reasoning behind increasing
That
the
is
price.
the reason behind it. That is
but
the reason
that's-
behind
but
it, to
that's
make more
stupid.
people
It's-
pay. It's not stupid. It's business. It's what
Well, it
the
is
company
business,
does.
yeah, but it shouldn't be that way without giving more for the money. Like, you shouldn't have to pay that much money for something where you're not getting anything new.
Why? It's just,
Because
it's
that's how it
it's
works.
like being an entitled consumer.
Shut
You're already
up.
getting good
My
indie
God,
games.
can we just move on?
Yeah, I think we should do. The next
Agreed.
one was PlayStation Communities, which is part of the new 3.0 update. I'd give it a 3.0.
And Robin's
in my
community
personal
is
review.
really gay.
Yeah, Robin's made his community.
Robin,
which
yeah,
is,
everybody like
it's really
hates on
gay.
his community as much as possible.
Yeah,
because
but no one will, though,
we
will they?
love
Let's be
that.
honest.
I
Whatever
will.
we do, we
I
already...
will.
Oh, yeah, well, I already added a comment, Callum, that said that me and you are the best ones in the community, so...
Good lad.
I haven't even bothered joining that shit. Like, come on, just stay
Quite.
away.
I didn't even get invited by Robin. I got invited by someone else. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so did I. I was like, what the hell is this? Right, Robe, why you no invite me M9?
Yeah,
But that's a cool feature.
Shout out, Robe.
it's relatively cool. I don't think it's going to be anything that's used for a long term. I think it'll be something that's cool for the first few weeks, and then everyone will be like, yeah, cool.
It depends whose
Pretty much.
community it is. I think.
It doesn't come up. It's not prominent enough on the UI. It just isn't. It's hidden away in friends, and it's all the way down near the bottom. It's not going to be anything relevant. It'll be
Yeah,
gone.
I think you've got a fair point there. In all
But
honesty.
if you have like, I think what you say will be true for most communities. Although there will, I think, remain some communities that have a lot of dedicated fans to a certain.
Like Kind of
community.
Funny, I
Well,
saw that.
Kind of Funny will probably have one. But like in the case of Robin's one, I mean, Robin's rabid fanboys will most definitely want to check into there every once in a while. But what? Seriously, we can say it behind the camera, but not on the camera. Like this, we
Oh,
say this all
yeah,
the time.
okay.
Like his rabid fanboys that love the good old. Anyway, no, but
God's
seriously,
sake, Quan.
seriously though, like that's the thing. If people, that's a very crude way of putting it, but if people care enough about the person who's running the community, they will take part in it. So
Why don't we create a community then?
this will just get a load of like spam, pretty much.
Yeah,
Everybody
we'll
will
just get spam with
everybody will
what
just
is
be
essentially
spamming
Cameron.
about Cameron. Exactly.
That
No,
will
they'll
be
spamming
the
about-
main
about
point of it.
Cameron.
From here, so.
It'll be spamming about Cameron, about how
People will
much
just post
they hate the
photos
Taken
of your
King.
granddad and yourself, Brian.
Exactly.
Every single time. That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
So everyone will just change their like profile pictures to like fucking. In fact, please
Quan.
do that. If you
Please?
have the photo, just change
Please?
it to that. Just
Change
it'll
your
be
One
fine.
person
change your profile
changing their
picture on
profile
YouTube
picture
to Quan
is
and
enough,
his granddad.
please.
It's hilarious.
One person changing the photo is enough. Right, so that's all the news topics. Seeing as we're going
We
through
had
this
news?
podcast incredibly quickly, shall we move on to some more viewer topics?
Yes, we
agree.
shall.
Which Oscar is in charge of. So take it away, Oz.
Okay, so we had quite a few. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through, obviously, because it's unfortunate that. Well, I won't say unfortunate, but we had a lot more views on the last video because, of course, Robin kind of, in a way, advertised it. I suppose I don't really know.
He's still a bitch, but anyway.
In a way, it got 750 views, which is pretty impressive, to be honest, for a 40-minute video. So thanks a lot
Thank
for
you.
everyone. Obviously, thanks a lot to everyone who's come over from Robin's channel. We've got about 50-odd new subscribers, which is pretty insane. So, first thing I think we should mention, there was 23 likes or upvotes on shit. I can't say his name, but we know who he is because he's always sending stuff on Twitter and obviously sending stuff on YouTube as well, evidently here.
And he is the biggest legend ever.
Insane. I'm going to obviously put his name on the screen right now, but he got over 20 likes. He got 23 likes in total and decided that he was going to change his profile pic because he got 20 likes. And there we go. Is now officially Quan's granddad and himself.
Quanny boy and granddad.
It's
but of
so
course we all know is that-
disturbing. Like, it's so disturbing. Just like. It's because he just appears where I don't expect him to appear. Like, he commented on my most recent video, and I was like scrolling down and looking through the comments. Like, oh yeah, here's a few comments here and there. We'll probably get around to replying to those. Well, I will get around to replying to those at some point. Then I just scroll down and just see that picture. It's just like my granddad staring into my soul, and I'm just like, oh god, it just creeps up from
God.
the most weird places. So
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
Any whore.
that
Any
like,
whore.
how that blew up. I don't know.
So,
Because Cameron, you blew up in Cameron's face.
there's quite a lot of different ones, really. I mean, it's difficult to kind of pick. That's the thing. There's so many great comments that you wanna pick one that just feels right. There's lots of people saying that we have like good chemistry together. So John 9199
Yeah, we have good chemistry,
8-6.
if you know what I'm saying. We make meth and shit.
says you've got nice chemistry together. Just try and get the whole group together more often. Obviously, that's not been. this one.
This is a perfect example of how that's like so hard to do.
And then of course I reply, yeah, man. Hopefully we'll have Robin in every podcast from now on.
Really? That was a
You
realistic expectation.
absolute bellend.
Like, I know you're an optimist.
My
Oscar,
God.
but, like that's. Oh.
Optimist.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got some interesting ones. Like, I imagine Cameron just pops out of nowhere in this podcast. That would be quite funny. Cameron.
Well, hang on. There was a certain picture.
About to say, he kind of already did, to be
Quanny
fair.
Boy and Cameron.
Yes, so they're both actually, which is quite funny. So
Wait, no, you're
I think
not
that-
putting that in this video. No way, don't. Do
That should be edited in.
Nah, please.
Now-
that's crossing the line. Like, my granddad's okay. He does. Yeah. But
No, that's Cameron. Wait, but he's your boyfriend.
When I
and
joined
your
YouTube,
granddad.
I didn't think I'd be in this situation where explaining that, anyway. Fucking hell.
Okay. Anyway, I did actually find the comment that I wanted to use because I actually replied to it. So this is from I want to pronounce it right, but of course everyone has got usernames that I can never pronounce. DJ Junior.
Junior. No, just call him Junior. That's how. I
Fair
say it.
enoh.
Banter.
So he says, firstly, hilarious video, guys, which we kind of agree with because we were abusing Cameron. Quan about Cameron.
And me, actually, but yeah.
But
anyway,
he
I
said,
always feel left
what
out.
do you guys think about the Uncharted... Well, what do you think the Uncharted 4 story DLC will be about? So that's going to be the topic for this video, which I think is actually a quite interesting one because it's not been talked about much apart from saying that there was story DLC. That's all that's been said about the Uncharted 4 story DLC. So I wonder if you guys have any ideas of what that might be.
I've literally just had a thought about that.
Oh,
I reckon it might be something to do with like Sam, maybe.
yeah, that was always my thought. That
that's
Sam would
probably-
be the person they'd use.
Yeah, the main kind of. I don't know if you'd might maybe play as him, like maybe kind of a Left Behind kind of thing. That
That'd
they
be
did with
pretty
Last of Us.
Yeah, but the first time you ever play as someone else in a story DLC or story in general. Oh wait, no, you've never played as anyone else in Uncharted, have you?
No.
No.
So,
never.
Unless you count Tenzin in the multiplayer, but.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right, Quan.
I'm
No
not,
one
no, I'm
cares.
talking not
Tenzin
multiplayer. You
sucks.
can play as anyone
Yeah,
in multiplayer,
yeah,
but like,
yeah.
like, just in general stories. But I again, Callum put it out there right there. I mean, probably will be about Sam, I'd guess, or if not, it will be about Nathan Drake's backstory, which I think will be is another option. Which I think would be pretty cool as well because. Well, then again, I think about it. I'm like, just put the stuff which is relevant to Nathan Drake in the actual game, because otherwise that's a little bit like harsh, I suppose, to make people
Bit grabby.
buy. Yeah,
bit-
to make buy stuff
bit
about
money-
more
bit
about Nathan
cash
Drake.
grabby,
So I
innit?
think it'd be better if they did do it on Sam because
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, Sam or a different character to Drake. That's
Yeah.
maybe a villain. Like I'm thinking, like it would be cool to have one on Eddie Raja. You know, even though it's not
that wouldn't happen.
related to Uncharted
Yeah.
4, but like you know, I think it'd be cool to have if the villain's a good villain, then maybe have a DLC as them. But yeah, any other character apart from Drake, it'll probably be something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think again, Sam's backstory would be pretty cool because we don't know anything about him at the moment. Obviously, it might be explained more in the game, but as of now, all we know is that he has he's Nathan Drake's brother, and he has been. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Inferring from that original teaser trailer that was released at I think like the PlayStation thing in like November of 2013 or something, they just released it and it had the Tosh Tashwick over voice.
Was that PlayStation Experience?
It was a PlayStation Experience. That only came in last year. It was like something else. It was like
Yeah,
it was
of
like
course.
the
Sorry.
launch event of the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
and pretty
Oh,
much
yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was like a single like a minute and a half, I think, of just dialogue.
Yeah.
The Todd Stashwork, who eventually obviously became Troy Baker, it was the same character that's been confirmed, but he was like saying like, you know, I've lost 10 years. Well, how many years was it? Like 10 years, like
was
buried
something
alive,
like that.
erased, and that kind of shit. It's like,
Yeah.
It sounds like he was out for revenge from that video, and
Really?
yeah.
I
I
couldn't tell.
still put it out that he probably will betray Drake. I personally think that will probably happen. So
That's
it'd
a
be nice
bold
to see-
statement.
Yeah, that is another one of the bold
Hey,
statements.
just quickly saying, I actually got the one saying that the beta would be in December, right? So fuck you guys. I said
Okay.
that. I did say the beta would be
No
in
one
December.
cares.
I'm just saying. I'm
Great,
just
you
saying I got
managed
one
to
right.
predict when a base for a game was. GG.
Fantastic.
Um,
Really proud of you, Oscar.
But yeah, I think it would be pretty cool to see what happened in those 10 years of Sam's story. So I think that's probably what it will be. They'll announce it probably when the game launches or near when the game launches, maybe after the game launches, who knows. But it's pretty cool having the story DLC in the first place. I think it'll be quite cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they will do multiplayer DLC. That's another question that might come up. Like, will they do multiplayer DLC? Because I don't think they'll support it anywhere near the will with Uncharted 3. Like, they're not even going to come close to what they supported in Uncharted 3. Like,
why not?
Because there'll be no other game. Well, not by Naughty Dog. They won't release another game from Uncharted, so why would they... Like, the only reason, and this is Robin brought this up multiple times, the only reason why they supported Uncharted 3 so much was because they wanted to get people involved and know about the series, so that when Uncharted 4 rolls around, people will become more hyped for that game and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff.
At the same time, I think that the amount of support I was given to Uncharted 3 was just mental to an extent. Like, the fact that they were still supporting that game a good 2 or 3 years after it came out was, it was both
insane.
really good, but like at the same time completely unusual. So like that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not going to be a lot of support for the Uncharted 4 multiplayer. I think there will still be good, decent support 1, probably 2 years after it comes out. I think that's realistic to presume, because, well, they still support The Last of Us, and even though there's going to be a Last of Us 2, there's still people playing that game, and that released in 2013.
I think the support for The Last of Us is probably dying down now. I don't think they'll do any more patches and stuff.
Because they're focusing more
playing
on
it,
Uncharted.
Oh, well, yeah, of course it is. It's the only Naughty Dog game that's currently on the PS4, so there will be people playing that multiplayer all the time, I'm sure, and people will probably still playing it on PS3, I assume. So yeah, again, they have always, Naughty Dog have always supported their communities or multiplayers for a long time. I do wonder if they will still do the same that they did for last game, where they have the Uncharted TV, they have those kind of what they call like update video things, where they're like, oh, here's like fucking
Robert Ryan.
Robert Ryan. Oh my god.
In the Uncharted 3?
Uncharted 3 multiplayer. No, yeah, and
the ginger one.
The ginger one. So I wonder if they will do the same thing with that. I don't think they will. Well, I don't know. That's the thing. Until the game,
it's something that's really hard to judge.
Until the game releases, and until we see what the multiplayer, because that's a really, really annoying thing. They've not shown anything about the multiplayer yet, and I'm really, really annoyed about it because I want to see what that's going to be like.
We all do, mate. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, and it's weird that they've not released anything when in 2 months there's going to be a beta for it. So I do wonder if they're going to release it in the next month or so. I reckon they might show it at Paris Games Week. Another bold statement. Bold statement. They're
Your
showing
bold
it at Paris
statements
Games Week.
are like...
They will show it at Paris Games Week.
Put that in the comments. Hashtag bold statement, and then just say something really retarded, like Oscar would say.
But again, that's
penis.
not exactly like a massively bold statement, because they didn't go to Gamescom in order to go to the Tokyo Game Show, the Paris Games Week, and the PlayStation Experience. So... The Tokyo Game Show's already gone by, and they didn't show it there. So that leaves, of course, the 2 ones coming up. Paris Games Week is going to be the more likely one, because PlayStation Experience is in December itself. So
it's actually after the beta's launch.
Exactly. So of course, it's pretty much only ever going to be shown at the Paris Games Week. If it's going to be shown at an event, of course, they could just do what they did with a few other trailers and just sort of upload it to YouTube randomly. But
well, they might do that. I think they might do that. I don't know though, because the thing is, there is still big support for Uncharted. They say it themselves that they don't want to break the community up, so that's why they didn't put it in the collection or whatever. But like the idea is that there are still people who support that multiplayer, and there will be support for it. Obviously, in terms of YouTube and stuff, there's like us. There's going to be Robin who's doing it. There's I'm assuming all the people who did it from Uncharted 3. You remember like the Le Bandits and like the ACOG Inside and Rock Show, all those different YouTubers that we kind of, I suppose, in a way, look up to when we
kind of grew up with.
Yeah, it
maybe be the correct statement.
In a weird way, and I don't know if this will be true, but we have kind of become those people in a way, because we are now, I would say, relatively the same size that those guys were when they did that stuff.
When they started out.
I mean, imagine how weird it would be to see a GD video on Uncharted TV. That is a weird thought in its own sense.
God.
But
we're gonna get recognised everywhere.
You know what would be even more weird though? Is if a Ghost to You video went on Uncharted TV.
Oh,
now,
God.
that would surprise some people.
That's never gonna
happen. That's never gonna happen, Quan. You don't get enough subscribers.
There's just gonna be a photo of Cameron.
Oh God! Yes, please put that on Uncharted TV. That would be brilliant.
No,
mate, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Oh my God,
that would be absolutely brilliant.
But yeah, I mean, imagine how weird it'd be if we got on the game. That'd be sick. But
that would be sick.
But that's obviously a very, very, very random thing. I mean, it'd probably like Robin when he first got on Uncharted TV. We'd be like, oh my God, like holy shit. But anyway,
is there another viewer topic or?
I think we spent loads of time.
We spent a lot of time on that.
We're probably
one topic,
already like over our sort of
We're currently on
limit
35
guideline.
minutes or 34.
So we should
probably
move on
to
to the movies. And I think
To the movies,
Callum, you've watched quite an interesting movie, haven't you?
Haven't you
Bruce?
watched quite an interesting
Actually,
movie?
yeah, I did. Didn't we actually watch it at the same time on the same channel?
I think we did actually.
Yeah, well, should we
I can't remember what it was. though.
Should we both reveal what that was together in sync, singing the theme tune of that movie?
No, because it's not going to be in sync because my internet sucks.
That's true. Okay.
That's a good point, Callum. Well played.
I actually said
I-
something sensible for once.
Either way, what did we watch? We watched
We watched Team America.
America,
Fuck yeah!
fuck
Here
yeah,
again to sing the
coming
motherfucking
again to sing the
day,
motherfucking day,
America.
America, fuck yeah. Freedom
Oh,
is
my God.
the only
That
way.
film
yeah.
is the greatest thing ever.
Durka Durka, Muhammad Jihad.
Muhammad Ali, Jihad Muhammad, Durka.
Durka Durka.
Ah, Durka.
So instead of just throwing random quotes around,
You've got balls.
how about
like
you end up
balls,
talking about what you actually
Bad
watched in it?
intelligence, bad
Yeah, we
intelligence.
watched. We have no intelligence.
Right,
have
can
no
we
intelligence.
can we officially kill these guys off
Oh, wait,
and just
wait.
have me in the
It's-
podcast?
It's like 9/11 times 1,000. Are you serious? That's 911,000.
So these guys are officially retarded.
Wait, I've watched loads more though. Apart from that, so can I talk about that?
That film's
yeah,
right. It's
go
I
ahead.
love that.
That's
film.
all- that's
Go
all I
watch
can
that
say.
film.
Apart
If
from
you
what
like
is-
South Park, watch Team America.
Oh
World
yeah.
Police. It's
Apart
brilliant.
from what is quite possibly the greatest film ever made in Team America, I've actually also finished House of Cards season 3. So waiting for season 4 to come out soon. I actually finished that a few weeks ago, although I didn't get the chance to see it in the last episode because I had to leave for my dinner. So yeah, finished that. Decent ending. I actually really enjoyed season 3, despite what people say it being not as good as the previous 2 seasons. So that was good. And recently, it would have been good if Robin were here because he would be going mental. Like he would be having one of his fanboy back attacks. He would be going mental because I've started to watch True Detective. I'm actually 2 episodes in, and it's really good. I'm really enjoying the series so far. The first episode's like, I wasn't sure about the pacing. Like I thought
Agreed.
it was a bit slow paced, but at the same time,
I hear it's not slowing down.
at the same time, I think it's going to be one of those TV shows that just speeds up loads. So I'm going to give it another few episodes. I mean, I am enjoying it, so I won't stop watching it anytime soon. But I intend to finish the season, the first season of that, and then if I enjoy it enough, watch season 2, of course. So that's that. And then finally, I watched a film called Before I Go to Sleep, I think, and I think that's has
Is that recent?
not sure. I'm
Oh,
really,
isn't that a psychology-based film or something?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
it's about an amnesiac who wakes up every morning, not remembering what's happened at all in the last like 30 years of her life. She thinks she's waking up like 17 years old, so she's waking up every
Shit.
morning, and these people are telling her what the situation is, but not everything is how it seems. So it's a good movie, and I'd recommend it. So yeah, and I think that has what's his name, the guy from The King's Speech.
No,
Colin
sorry.
Firth.
Oh, Colin Firth. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, Colin Firth.
Yeah,
it has
yeah.
Colin Firth in it.
Yeah, Oscar, great voice crack, by the way.
Fuck you.
Colin Firth.
Anyway, I've also been like, it's just something I have to watch religiously every single week. It goes without fail. I watch Family Guy every single week.
I
just
was
can't
going to say
deny
porn,
it.
but I've run out of
It's
time.
that too, but I'm also in that, so that's kind of awkward.
That's true. That's
But
true.
anyway, I just watch Family Guy religiously every single week, and it's just I can't get enough of that show. It's beautifully made. I love it so much. It's like I have a thing for cartoons, if like you get what I mean.
Wow. Hentai.
Cartoon.
Hashtag hentai for days.
Homer Simpson.
No. Oh, come on.
Hashtag childhood ruined.
Hashtag fake taxi.
Futurama. Oh my god.
You want to get him all transit?
You want to get in my transit? I'd like to go to King's Cross, please. Oh yeah, I know where that is. I actually know a shortcut.
Oh my God.
It's just around the corner here.
No.
Oh my god.
No,
the
no,
worst
no.
part is that he actually knows it.
You just ran out of time. My fucking camera's just run out as well. Just from talking about that, you've literally ruined this because I ran out of fucking memory on my phone. Come on.
Oh, lovely job.
Cameron.
God damn it. And I've not even talked about what I've watched yet.
Go on. Well, you
Carry
don't
on.
watch anything, so go
Well,
on.
yeah,
He's
no,
got
this
a
is a
point.
massive
He's
surprise
got a
to everyone,
point.
probably. So, yes, as I was sitting in bed, don't
Cheeky.
Don't know why I mentioned that, but anyway, we'll go with it.
That was so irrelevant.
He disgusts me sometimes.
As I was sitting in bed, I went onto my phone and
It's getting worse.
because I wanted to
It's just
watch
sounding worse
something. Because I wanted to watch something.
Again, it's getting worse.
Because I wanted to watch something, I went on BBC iPlayer.
that's
okay.
better.
Okay, it's okay. It's
So-
okay.
So obviously, if you're outside the UK, you wouldn't know that this is like the idea. This is basically like Hulu Plus, if you want to.
Yeah,
Like...
okay. No one cares.
Okay.
Just get on with it.
Anyway, there was a
Every time he
documentary
does
which
it,
was to do. I suppose no, it's not documentary. Actually, it's more of like a fictitious storytelling narrative type thing about the rise of Rockstar, which was called The Game Changer.
I heard about that. I did intend to watch that,
Yeah.
but I completely forgot.
So you might have been. I don't know if you'll be able to watch it outside the UK, but it's basically got Daniel Radcliffe in it, and so it's kind of interesting. It's very dramatised, I must say that, and I don't know if it's all truthful, especially with Rockstar basically saying out their Twitter account after it was published was like it was just like fucking bollocks or something. That's what they tweeted out on their Rockstar Twitter account. So I don't know if it has been dramatised. It probably has been. It's probably been quite exaggerated. But it's pretty interesting. It kind of shows the idea of this. If you haven't heard of like the kind of controversy of like the hot coffee scene from GTA, was it San Andreas? San Andreas.
Yeah.
So they left a bit of code in, which then got like modded into turn into basically a sex scene, which made it like
The PS2 graphics.
an
I replayed that so many
yeah, like an
times.
adults only rated in America that like brought the ESRB all the way down and stuff, and it like made this like dude who was like an anti-games activist or something like go into like start a lawsuit against Rockstar for like making like unhealthy games for like children and stuff. All this different stuff. It all kind of brings it in, and it's kind of like based into like a story, and it's quite interesting to watch. It's about 1.5 hours to 90 minutes, like a typical kind of film. And it's really, really interesting. If you are like a fan of the GTA games and Rockstar, which I'm assuming the majority of people are really. Most people have played GTA, I'm sure. So it's a good watch. If you haven't watched it, especially if you like games, obviously, which is I'm assuming most people who watch this video.
No.
We've
got
I hate
gamers
games. Don't know why I'm
watching
here.
us.
So yeah, definitely watch it if you can't watch it outside the UK. I'm sure it'll be on the internet somewhere. I'm sure. But obviously,
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the internet.
yeah. So if you're in the UK, obviously it's on BBC iPlayer still. If you're outside the UK, then obviously watch it on the internet somehow. So yeah, that's pretty much interesting. That's pretty much. everything
Can I
we've got as well.
add one last thing? I
Oh.
know that we're
No.
already far over time, but no, seriously, one last thing. Along the comedy show line, I've actually also recently really got into Impractical Jokers. I'm not sure if either of you have.
Yes, it's on
have heard.
MTV, isn't it?
I've watched a couple
It's
of
on Comedy Central.
Oh no, Comedy
yeah.
Central. It's also on
Yeah,
MTV.
yeah,
Sorry.
but it's really funny. I really enjoy that. But yeah, that's another one. If any of it, I know it's quite popular in America. That's why I wanted to mention it because I think some people here will probably have seen it. So yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, that's the end of the podcast, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Fantastic.
So there we
God,
go.
that was long.
Kwan, you can. It sounds like you finished
That's
it.
what she said.
God's sake, Quan, you beat me to it.
Kwan, go on, finish the podcast. Let's round this up. Let's go. My camera's
how
already
do
been gone for like a minute
I
or
don't know how
so.
to round this off though. It's just been that good. I mean, thank you everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. We made this episode intentionally extra long just to make sure, to make up for last week, of course.
Something was extra long, if you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
it
God,
was
Callum,
definitely,
these jokes are getting
extra
worse
long.
and worse.
Yeah.
Shut up, Oscar. I didn't
Was
ask
it-
your
was
opinion.
it as long as
bitch.
those footlongs you have in the subway.
Meanwhile,
mate, I love me a
can I
footlong.
just put this out there? Here's me like just getting my phone because it stopped recording. Go on Instagram and I'm greeted with a photo of a girl with a banana in her mouth.
Okay. Normal stuff. And on that bombshell.
And that is an absolutely
and-
cracking end to
And
the
on that
podcast.
bombshell, let's sign off. Thank you everybody for watching, and we hope you'll have a fantastic
Pause.
day.